We have more Bravo Lev mugshots to add to the collection. Dr. Wendy and Happy Eddie Osefo have been arrested and charged with fraud. TMZ broke the story this morning. They have been charged with 7 counts of insurance fraud, 8 counts of conspiracy insurance fraud, and 1 count of false statement to a police officer. And this seems to all stem from that home robbery back in 2024. Back in 2024, Wendy and her family were on vacation in Jamaica, and they found out their home had been burglarized. Well, these charges seem to stem from insurance claims that they made for things that they claimed were stolen. But in this indictment, they're alleging that many of these items weren't actually stolen, and these claims are allegedly fraudulent. Now, according to documents, on October 9th, both defendants were indicted by a grand jury on these 16 counts. And the allegations in this case are from April 7th, 2024, when police responded for a report of this burglary. And it says in these documents that Eddie and Wendy Osefo reported to the police officers that they'd gone on a trip to Jamaica, and when they returned, they found their bedroom and both closets to be ransacked, and several designer bags and jewelry had been stolen. Investigators determined that the Osefos initiated 3 separate insurance claims for the burglary and theft to 3 different insurance companies. Now, according to these documents, one of the claims to one of the insurance companies was for $2,500 for loss on their building and $450,000 for losses for contents and personal property. But that claim was denied because they failed to disclose one of the other policies. Now, in a separate claim to a different insurance company, according to these documents, Eddie had confirmed that he and Wendy were wearing their anniversary bands when this loss occurred. However, it says that later they stated that his wife's gold diamond anniversary band was missing and submitted a claim that they settled for $25,380, which included the replacement for that band, which was $4,500. Also, according to these documents, the investigation determined that numerous items that the Osefos claimed were stolen had been purchased, then returned to the store where a full refund was provided prior to the burglary. These charges alleged that these items that were allegedly bought and then returned for a full refund prior to the burglary valued in excess of $20,000. And according to these documents, during the investigation, they reviewed the social media account for Wendy, and they said that deputies observed photos of Wendy prior to the burglary wearing a diamond anniversary band on her left finger that was reported stolen in the burglary. And then they saw Wendy after the burglary, they claim, wearing that same ring on her finger. Deputies claim at the time of the arrest and the seizure warrant that was executed at their home that deputies found at least 15 items that appear to be the same ones claimed stolen during the alleged burglary. These are more of the charges, and this was the charge, the false statement to police. Again, the bond was set at $50,000. Obviously, these are all just accusations and charges at this point. Nobody is guilty of anything yet, but I will continue to follow this story, so make sure you're following for updates.